Sean Combs, a man defined by wealth and influence, is currently serving a 50-month sentence in a New Jersey federal prison for prostitution-related charges. Despite the conviction, his early days at FCI Fort Dix were spent in a highly desirable position. He secured a job as a chaplain's assistant, an assignment that provides an air-conditioned office, a private workspace, and occasional access to food brought in for religious services. He also enrolled in the Residential Drug Abuse Treatment Program, or RDAP. This is an intensive 500-hour clinical program that allows eligible inmates to significantly shorten their federal prison sentences. By securing a premium work assignment and a spot in a sentence reduction program, Combs managed to avoid the standard, more physically demanding aspects of federal incarceration. That arrangement was disrupted when a fellow inmate targeted him with a verbal taunt. The two men collided in a physical brawl. Reports indicate they exchanged shots and punches, and that Combs threw several jabs during the scuffle. Prison staff intervened almost immediately, separating the men and ending the physical fight. By deciding to physically retaliate, Combs risked the immediate suspension of the specific privileges and program access he had spent months securing. Prison administrators immediately removed him from the general population and transferred him to the Special Housing Unit, or the SHU. Per Bureau of Prisons Program Statement 5270.12, the SHU is used to separate specific inmates from the rest of the facility. He is now locked in a small cell for up to 24 hours a day, with minimal human contact and severely limited personal property. Combs was initially placed in administrative detention, a holding status for investigations. If found guilty, he moves to disciplinary segregation. This punitive status results in the loss of nearly all privileges, including phone calls, visitation, and commissary access. The SHU is designed to maintain order by removing an inmate's ability to interact with the general population or choose their daily activities. This investigation is complicated by the fact that his disciplinary file already contained a previous infraction. On November 3rd, Combs was cited for making an unauthorized three-way phone call. He reportedly connected his legal team with a public relations assistant to discuss a statement for the media. For that specific rule violation, prison officials had already recommended a 90-day suspension of both his phone and commissary access. This brawl followed a documented infraction just weeks prior. By attempting to manage his outside affairs from a prison phone, he had already invited administrative scrutiny before the fight ever occurred. The Bureau of Prisons currently estimates his release date as February 23, 2028. However, keeping that date depends on a specific set of requirements. Under the First Step Act, federal inmates earn 54 days of good conduct time per year, provided they follow all rules. His RDAP participation provides a further reduction. Completing it can take a full year off his total time in custody. The 2028 release date depends entirely on a record of behavioral compliance. Placement in disciplinary segregation stops that progress. All potential time credits are frozen while an inmate is in punitive housing. Because inmates in the SHU are separated from programming, Combs cannot continue his RDAP clinical hours. He is effectively losing the ability to earn the credits that would shorten his sentence. If the hearing officer determines he was the aggressor in the fight, the loss of good behavior credits will move his release date months further into the future. Status and wealth dictate life on the outside, but at Fort Dix, the primary factor in a release date is documented behavior. For 10 seconds of retaliation, Combs has significantly delayed his return to the public eye.